Luchas.
What on earth are you so devastated about? My God, I thought the sky was falling.
My son! Oh, my son! I stayed behind while the rest of my family left the village to find a cure. Rumors say that when these boils burst, the patient disappears. There's no way to know if they ascended or not.
Huh. People disappearing into thin air? Sounds like the trick of a fox with a few too many tails. I heard the Chief of Talbot is a gifted healer. Have you visited him? Wouldn't he know a thing or two?
Of course I have. He cured the plague. And yet, even he couldn't heal these blue boils. There were rumors that some were cured after praying to the fox goddess. So they headed off to Yo Pass. But I'm not sure if they made it. Hongnim. Heard of them? A terrifying gang of bandits. They came one day and took over Yo Pass. My family ran into them before reaching the goddess. They'll...
Hey, don't say such things. Then is everyone praying for the same reason?
Who do you think you are, interrogating these broken-hearted people about this and that? You think talking is cathartic for them? It won't do any good. You're so foxing dumb, honestly.
Huh? Big words for a little girl. And watch your language. I'm not doing any harm, and you should show some respect.
And if I don't? You gonna suffocate me with your wrinkles? If I were you, I'd shut up and do something for them.
Well, you're not wrong. But why you gotta throw a fit like that? Everyone's staring at us.
No need to fight now.
In that's always. Misayuene Deloinia.
My, thank you so much.
You suddenly show you have a hospitable side. The transformation would impress even a GUMIHO.
My word, I did as you asked, and you're still yammering on? Where's your family, huh? Why are you picking a fight with me?
Everyone, look! This man's trying to fight a child! Oh, you're so gross and smelly. What?
What? Gross and smelly? Ha! Listen here, you know who I am? I'm Dulce of Hanji County.
Like I said, I don't care who you are. It's know-it-all dumbos like you who really tick me off, handing a GUMIHO as the culprit for just a few boils? This is all probably thanks to that quack of a healer chief.
What? I never said GUMIHO. All I said was a fox with a couple of tails. You cheeky little... We must have been enemies in our past life. What are you so riled up about? Sheesh. I'm off. Traveler, let's go.
Misayuene Deloinia.
This is odd. Real strange. Thing is, I was getting chills down my spine, so I left quick as I could. I got some kind of bruise. It's so itchy. Could it be that boil that they were talking about? Couldn't be, right? I'm just overthinking. Head to the apothecary first. I'll follow after giving this a look over. Get there quick.
Let's see. Have the blue mist flowers bloomed? Huh? Who are you? Don't tell me you're here about boils. If it's about those boils, you're wasting your time. How many must I turn away for you to understand I can do nothing? It's not like I'm that ghost those blue-eyed people at Dale Pier call Yelian or whatever.
What are you talking about? You're the chief. You're responsible for the people of your village. If there's nothing you can do, at least ask the Hyungam to relieve the curfew for the sick and send them to the capital.
What did you say? When did I ever turn a blind eye to my village? I earned my title as chief by ridding this village of the plague.
Then how about you do some ridding for me, too? First my back started itching, and then I find this red boil on my arm.
Is it blue? Oh, it's red. Bring it here. Oh, but it seems I'm out of herbs.
No herbs, then you send your patients to fetch them? What kind of apothecary is this?
I'm the benevolent chief who's offering aid when you belittled him. And on top of that, I'll do it for half my usual fee. Be grateful. All this muttering of me being a quack hasn't got me in the best of moods. Here, drink up. Every drop.
Burn my mouth. But this is gonna do miracles. I can feel it.
All right. Come, let me take a look at it.
Huh? It'll kick in that quickly? Is this how the Plague Savior shows off?
Do you think I'm called a healer for nothing? Huh? But why isn't it working? Unbelievable.
You failed to cure this too, huh? Oh, my vision's blurring. Poor old Dulce. He's on his way to the next life.
Wait, this isn't your average boil. No, it can't be. It's foxpox. You must go to Yo Cave, where the fox goddess dwells. It's near Henning Village in Yo Pass.
Huh? Why? This ain't a blue boil. Why are you looking at me like I'm gonna die?
Because you are. This is a mark of death. But all the foxes should be dead. This makes no sense. My father, who I thought was just another hunter, turned out to be one of those who hunted foxes.
He hunted only foxes? What's so special about that? Do those kind of hunters use some sort of fox magic?
No. My father hunted the foxes with many tails. I've read about these symptoms in his book. There isn't, unless a fox is willing to cure it itself. Otherwise, all that's left is to beg the fox goddess for your life. The fox goddess guides single-tailed foxes on their journey to become heavenly foxes.
What am I gonna do? I thought it was just a run-of-the-mill boil. Traveler, please save me. I have a wife waiting back in Seoul, and I'm still a foolish young man with a head full of dreams. But remember what the old man said? About the Honglim bandits at Yo Pass? What about them? Huh? We should scout it out. We could head to higher ground. There's a place nearby.
Nice to meet you. You can call me Sung-san. My job is to travel all throughout this country as a map maker. Yes, you'll find a village down this path. To have come all the way here, something must weigh heavily on your mind. If that burden concerns the rumored Hongnim bandits, rest easy. They're actually protecting Hedin village. Yes, I was born here. Hednim is my hometown. It's a village that is as radiant as its name.
Oh, we made it! Finding this place was a trip. Is it true that boils can be cured by praying a Yo cave?
Boils? I'm afraid I've been gone far too long to be of any help. You're better off going to see for yourself.
Then do you know my little sister, Sarang? She's working there as a blacksmith.
Well, isn't that just the prettiest name? But we're in a bit of a hurry. How do we get to Yo Cave?
Yowu Cave? We won't be able to get in right now. It's overrun with people infected with blue boils.
Is that so? Has anyone been cured?
Well, I've never seen a red boil before. But our fox goddess is a compassionate one, so don't you worry. Anyways, while you're waiting to get in, would you mind bringing me some fresh meat?
Of course, of course. Traveler, I'll leave it to you. What kind of meat would this fox goddess prefer?
Oh, no. It's not for the fox goddess. I want it for the expecting mothers over there. You know, helping them would be a suitable offering as well. Dorse, you should go and get ready to meet our goddess.
All this meat. Did Bokdari tell you to help take care of the mothers? Oh, thank you so much. How could I repay such kindness? The mothers' faces will brighten as soon as they get a whiff of it. Ah, there's a saying here that women who drink the waters of Yowu Cave will be fertile. And women who give birth here will enjoy a long, healthy life alongside her offspring. That's why even women from other villages seek out this place. Though, the rumors of bandits have thinned the crowds. But it's all a misunderstanding. They're not here to harm us. Hosan is close friends with Sanda, the captain of Honglim.
Well now, it's been ages since I've seen someone from the outside world. Huh? The real Hongnim. Our real identity? Are you asking about the past, the present, or the future? The Hongnim of the past are cursed beasts, fated with the lifespan of a mayfly. And the Hongnim of the future are beasts fated to die under the guise of bandits. So, what does that make the Hongnim of the present? Inhabitants of a place ravaged by chaos and confusion. Huh? No way! Look who it is! You brought Sung-san with you! Did you finish the map? Let me take a peek. See what the world is like. I've been stranded in these mountains for way too long. All I heard was that the king has been ill. I'm out of touch with what's going on in the world. Even the mountains and rivers could have changed and I'd have no clue.
Sandal, it's been a while. Traveler, weren't you heading to Yo Cave? What brought you here?
Seems like you two have already met. Sung-san, we should catch up over a drink, don't you think? We have a new village rule. You were away for it, and you are new here, so listen close. Beyond that point, past the cave's entrance, you're on your own.
On my own? What do you mean? I was just about to leave for Tallinn village, in Bomna County.
The mountains and rivers have changed while you were gone, Sung-san. This is no longer the Hongnim camp, but a camp of chaos. There are enemies among us, hiding behind these masks. There's no way to distinguish between friends and foe.
Holy shit, Lucius. Voices the new guy.
Oh, please, hear my prayers. Please, gracious Fox Goddess.
I told you so. The Fox Goddess won't even bat an eye at people like you.
Eh? You're that girl. How long have you been standing there?
You really dragged your smelly body all the way here. You can try fooling my eyes, but you can't fool my nose.
What are you talking about? I'm just here to get rid of this boil.
The Fox Goddess shows mercy on those with blue boils. Like yours. Is red, isn't it? Well then.
Someone help!
Where did you come from? You managed to break through my barrier? Fascinating.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gumiho, the chief definitely said that all the many-tailed foxes were killed off, didn't he?
I thought I found myself a proper meal this time. Why am I fated to have a life of such misfortune?
A meal? Joke's on you. Left my liver at home today. Plus my bones are getting creaky and my muscles are likely real chewy. Why are you focusing on me? Is it my face? These muscles? My liver doesn't taste half as good as I look, promise.
You know what kind of people I hate most? The kind that keep their bellies full on their cushy little government seats.
What are you talking about? I told you, I'm just a regular guy from Hanji County. Well, it's true my calling was to be in government, but no luck there.
Whatever the case, it doesn't matter anymore. One thing's for certain. Neither of you are leaving this place alive.
think you're doing? You've no Fox Orb to protect you!
Your eyes are like the moon. I'll keep my eye on you. Since I've shown you mercy, you must repay me in kind.
Excuse me?
I'm GUMIHO, leader of Hongnim. Though, in your eyes, I'm probably a bandit, so call me whatever you like. I followed you here after seeing you break through Mihun's barrier, in the hopes that you may be able to help us.
You keep calling her Mihun. Is that this GUMIHO's, this fox, this young lady's name? No, your name is beautiful, just beautiful as you. But how do you two know each other? Over in Talbot, they say a group of bandits took over the holy grounds of Yo Cave. And the chief there said that all the many-tailed foxes were killed. Then what is this fox, Miss Mihun, doing here?
Just because a fox has a few tails, doesn't mean they're hostile to people. There's a saying that the higher-ups of Donghae have probably never heard of. Those who are incredibly poor and have been left for dead. Those who see no means of escape other than over a cliff. Seek out Yowu Pass before you let go of this painful life. The Hongnim of the past was a group of such people. People who were reborn by the grace of the Fox Goddess. Mihun might seem a bit immature at first glance, but she's actually inherited the will of the Fox Goddess.
What does that mean for those with blue boils? They believe it's deadly.
Soon, a great plague will ravage Taibar. Think of those blue boils as a mark of salvation. I'm guessing that the scale of this plague will at least rival that of the last one. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Plague? What do you mean it'll be just as devastating as the last? How could you be so sure?
The Fox Goddess told me. It'll come to us from across the sea. The rich will have means to survive, but the less fortunate will be left for dead.
Mihun led such people here under the ruse of blue boils, and they're faring quite well in the Fox Goddess's Bomne County.
There's not much I can do about the rest. I'd love to save as many as I can. But what can I do without my fox orb? The plague is going to take half of Taibar with it. And I see it as a fair fate for daring to take what's mine.
Mihun didn't lose it. She lent it to someone and never got it back.
Words won't do. Come down to the village with me. See for yourself. I haven't shown my true form in a while, so now you owe me. How about a snack, Toshui? I'm craving something sweet.
It would be best to talk about the present Hongnim, its future, after we return. Mihun's not one to be deterred until she gets what she wants. Wait for me outside. Or you could head down first. I don't mind.
Be honest with me. Is my head on backward? There are so many things odd about this situation. I can't tell where the Fox's illusions end. I don't know why that bandit captain saved us from getting devoured, but my gut is telling me that they're just saving us for dessert. Did you see the Fox's eyes staring up at the crescent moon? I could almost hear her thinking, let's wait until the moon is full. What if they're in cahoots with the village? And with all this talk about the Hongnim's future, past, I'm losing myself in time.
Shiku, Hey, shit.
This is getting on my nerves. Like I said, tell me why you're here and what you came for.
Traveler, what took you so long? Sandal told me to come here, but now this guy's grilling me on my reasons for being here.
I don't want anything to do with you if you were sent by bandits. The government has been keeping its eyes peeled for those brutes. You dare speak their name in front of the chief's apothecary? You must be looking to get hauled away.
What we promised. And these people are Honglim's Magpie Heralds.
Who? Who, me? Or the Traveler? Wait, us? Honglim's magpies?
You should have told me sooner. I was on the verge of handing them over to the officials. Here, the item I promised. You mustn't lose it. Ever.
Of course. We'll be on our way now. Remember I was craving something sweet?
Next customer. Wow, look who's here. If it isn't the revered Sun-san.
With the curfew in place, I was lucky to make it in time. It wasn't easy, but I was able to finish the last piece of the map.
Does that mean all there's left for me to do is write about your journeys? Oh, where should I start? Hemo Island? Byokye Island?
I think I'd like my story to start at Bomne County.
The centipede market, said to be everywhere and nowhere.
Pardon, but starting your story with Pomne County... Is it because of the tragedy that left it in ruins?
Is there something I should know about Bomne?
If you can tell me about the centipede market...
I don't believe. What is your name, fair lady? I'm a map maker. Call me Sun-san.
You may call me Mihyun. I'll come looking for you.
What do you...
Just wait for me.
Wait.
Could it be? Are you really Miss Mihyun? My goodness, I had no idea it was you, Miss Mihyun. You should have told us earlier if you were coming in disguise.
That doesn't mean everyone knows what I look like. Even most of those in Yo Pass don't know who I am. That makes you quite special, wouldn't you agree? So give me something sweet. I'm practically starving to death.
Here, I don't know if you'll like it, though. Anyway, what's that book Tushi gave you?
The activity logs of the Chief of Taibar, and the records from when the plague swept through the village.
Oh? Do you have some kind of feelings for him? Oh, Miss Mihyun, stalking a man ain't the way to his heart.
Funny. Mind your place or your liver's mine. Even if I were to pickle the chief alive, I wouldn't be satisfied. Remember how I said I lost my fox orb? I didn't lose it. It was stolen. By him. The chief. Remember how I said I lost my fox orb? I didn't lose it. It was stolen. By him. The chief. He told me he'd give it back after eradicating the plague. He was a friend when I gave it to him. A friend! I thought he was a friend.
Son of a... That means the chief isn't a gifted healer after all. He just used the fox orb to weasel his way into that seat. Does that mean that he's refusing to cure the blue boils because he knows they're your marks?
No. Those blue boils are fortuitous. There's no real disease to cure. And he thinks I'm dead. So how would he guess it was my doing?
Then what are you looking for in this book? All you need to do is steal the fox orb back from him, right?
The fox orb isn't here. The chief's father, the fox hunter, took it from him during the plague. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. He probably took it out of Donghae, to the centipede market. Though, it's only a market in name. The place is crawling with fox hunters.
I can't believe this. Should I go knock some sense into that quack? I remember the charms plastered around the apothecary. To think they were to ward you off.
Calls himself a chief and sits around in his apothecary all day? And did he cut ties with his father? I haven't seen anyone suspicious come by either. This won't do. I'm growing tired. Perhaps I was lingering too close to his apothecary. I'll return to Yao Pass and continue reading.
Smart thinking. You don't look too good. Maybe I could gather some fresh livers for you.
Oh. Why go through all the trouble? There's 2 fresh livers right in front of me.
Oh, no. I've really given my liver a beating. It tastes disgusting, repulsive. I'd make you nauseous for sure.
I'm joking. Then yes, please grab some liver for me. Ah, and Pulsue? You and Sing-san have met before, right? Can you go grab some seats for us?
Chess.
I already told you, I mistook you for a government official. Perhaps my senses have dulled without my fox orb. So sorry.
In that's always.
Pox! Do you know how many times I wake up in the middle of the night because I dream that I'm dying from it? I could only dream of finding a cushy government position, and never once did Miss Mihun apologize.
Apologize? For showing you my true form in all its glory? I'd call that a blessing.
Let him be, Mihun. He's going to flip a table. Alright. I guess it's time for me to tell you about the current state of Hongnim. Indeed. Right now, we have no way to tell who still represents the Hongnim we once knew. Back when the plague was ravaging Dalbo, our now chief borrowed the fox orb from Mihun. After he successfully exterminated the plague, a group of fox hunters came to Yoru Pass. We had no choice but to arm ourselves to stand against them. We stood no chance against their numbers, however. We were only able to save Hannim Village. Bomne County and Dalin Village were both brought to ruin.
Yes, they were fox hunters from the centipede market. That lot is merciless to anyone that is not human. Long story short, I was stabbed in the back by someone I trusted. Who would have guessed that the chief's father was a fox hunter? He even knew of my identity. That's how close we were. So I entrusted him with the fox orb, and he dares to stab me in the back. A blade in my spine! I still feel it.
But even without the fox orb, you seem powerful enough to snap my neck in a split second. Wouldn't a couple of fox hunters be a breeze?
The Hyungam allied with those hunters. Even Mihun couldn't stand against the thousands of soldiers on their own. We have never done anyone harm, but we took up arms to honor the kindness that the fox goddess bestowed upon us. That's why Mihun despises those who hold seats in the government. And as one event led to another, the name Hongnim became synonymous with bandits.
But if Miss Mihun is alive, and she's no longer in possession of the fox orb, what do those hunters and the Hyungam gain from all this? why isn't anyone saying anything? Did I say something wrong?
Remember what I said about the masked enemies among us? Those government dogs joined forces with the fox hunters, and they now live among us, hiding behind their animal masks. That's how Hongning slowly grew in size. And recently, they've even begun raiding the goods of traveling merchants.
Slowly but surely, huh? And I thought I was good at getting into people's heads. I would have sussed them out in seconds if I had my fox orb. Hey, don't trust anyone here besides Sandan and the boss. My senses tell me that Honglim Base is a nest full of cuckoos. The old Honglim is dead, and evil forces are now waiting to take over at the smallest sign of frailty.
Alas, that is Hongning's present. A base entrenched in chaos. That's why I have no other option than to ask for your help. Bring the base to its knees, and gather as much information on our enemy as you can.
Let's see what we got here. It's about the suppliers of the masks those bandits were wearing.
Really? Where are they? Kano and I will go teach them a lesson.
Is she gone? Jeez, one moment she's here and poof, she's over there. My poor heart can only take so many jump scares. So anyway, can I ask you to take a look at something strange I found, Traveler? If you go down this road, you'll find this weird glowing rock. It had this strange writing engraved on it. It made this ominous humming sound. I think you should investigate. Smells fishy to me. We need to get to the bottom of this. Where to start? Oh, I know. Let's go ask the revered Sung-san. As an educated Yangban who traveled the lands, he must know something.
Ah, you are the ones with that lady back at Talbar Market. Mihyun, was it? So, what brings you here before me?
She went to teach some folks a lesson. You know, with the powers of the I mean, that's beside the point right now. We saw this strange rock and wanted to ask if you knew anything about it. It had these weird engravings. Here's a quick drawing I made.
This is... I guess there's no reason to hide anything. I remember seeing this when I was infiltrating the Centipede Market. The infamous Centipede Market. The den of those who seek to eradicate all non-humans.
Yeesh. Then, do you think Miss Mihyun was right? That the fox hunters are hiding in Honglim base?
No, the fox hunters don't leave such marks. This is the mark of a GUMIHO, a fox with 9 tails. Were the engravings wavering, as if alive? Then I'm afraid they were under the hypnotic spell of the fox. The spell gnaws, bit by bit, on the souls of the living, slowly absorbing every soul within its reach. If this was found within Hongnim, it means those bandits are living sacrifices for the fox.
Huh? I thought the bandits were hunting down foxes. You're saying it's the other way around? What are they being sacrificed for?
These engravings are merely a small part of the puzzle. But from what I can gather, they seem to be about curses and plagues.
Plague? But Mi-hyun told us the plague is coming from across the ocean. Traveler, do you think that fox is double-crossing us? Sacrificing those bandits to bring about a plague?
Judging by the engravings, the ritual can only be completed with 8 more of these fragments. They must be destroyed at all costs.
Oh boy. I'll go break the one we saw together. I saw 3 more earlier, so you go handle the rest. Revered Sung-san, you were right. There were 9 of those steals at Honglim. I made a quick sketch of the steals the Traveler and I knocked down. Would you mind taking a look?
Oh, it can't be.
What? Come on, spill it already. We Mordenlanders work at light speed.
It appears my worst fears have been confirmed. This is a spell that calls upon the Plague God. It sacrifices living souls to spread a deadly plague. That fiendish GUMIHO is taking advantage of Hongnim.
Oh, no. Mi-hyun tricked us all. She told us the plague is coming from across the ocean, but she was behind it all along.
Many lives will be lost if the ritual isn't halted immediately. Fortunately, I have deduced where the ritual is taking place.
Where is it? Get to the point. We gotta stop it before Mi-hyun comes back. What? No way!
It must be stopped!
It's no use. Nothing can stop me.
Mi-hyun! Listen, I know you want revenge, but you've taken things too far! You want your fox orb back, right? The Traveler and I will get it back, so put a stop to this nonsense!
You still think this is because of my fox orb? I'm a GUMIHO. I've been around for 900 years, and you think I'm powerless without it?
Then why? Why do you want revenge?
Back when blue mist flowers bloomed in Pomne, her older sister met her end.
I knew something was up the moment I saw you. Who are you really? No matter. Once I get my revenge, I'll find out myself. The Blade God shall now embrace all of Hyrule. Know all of GUMIHO!
Help! Mihan! She...
Chigu. Hey, Shita.
Mihan started slaughtering the bandits out of nowhere. She's not even hiding her true identity. A plague? What are you talking about? You're not saying Mihan's trying to spread a plague, are you?
What? You didn't know? Mi-hyun told us all there's a plague coming from overseas. She lied straight to our faces. She's sacrificing the people of Honglim to unleash a deadly plague. She said she wasn't after the Fox Orb. So what in the world does she seek to gain from this? And revered Sungsa, you knew Mi-hyun was a GUMIHO all along? What's this story about Bomne County and her sister?
My heart skipped a beat when I first saw her. I swore it was my late wife, back from the dead. You see, the Fox Orb wasn't all that was taken from her. Those fox hunters also killed her older sister, my wife. It took nearly a millennium for her to perfect her human form, but it never prepared her for such mortal experiences as betrayal or the loss of kin. Not long ago, she began helping villagers in need. I merely thought she was extending her sister's goodwill. I never imagined she was plotting revenge.
If her plans succeed, the skies will surely condemn her for all eternity. She shall never become a heavenly fox, and her soul will be scattered throughout the netherworld.
Sun-san, my old friend, when did you become aware of Mi-hyun's true identity? Or even of the existence of the GUMIHO?
Mi-hyun was much younger when her sister was still alive. I was one of the lucky children who received her sister's grace. I had no idea she was a 1,000-year-old fox at the time, but I did think it was peculiar how a simple touch could revive the diseased. But one night, blue mist flowers in full bloom, the two were dancing merrily under a full moon. That is when I saw them. 9 tails each. Gunho, my friend, I would not be here before you if Mi-hyun's sister had not saved me long ago. But indebted as I am, I also cannot allow such a massacre to happen.
I agree 100 times over that Mi-hyun must be stopped. Countless lives will be lost, and the heavens will exact the ultimate price.
She said she had no need of the Fox Orb, but we all know it's as precious to her as life itself. Even if it won't change her mind, it might buy some time to find a solution.
So it comes down to this. It pains me to say it, but we should prepare ourselves to bid Mi-hyun an eternal farewell. Take this book. My son made a copy of the Fox Hunter's instructions when he infiltrated the Centipede Market.
You know, there's one thing I can't really wrap my head around. The chief told us all the foxes had already died, but we saw some fox hunters still lurking around Honglim. That could only mean they knew of Mi-hyun's existence. If he really gave the fox orb to his father, then wouldn't the chief have lost his medicinal powers? So I think the chief might still have the fox orb. Come on, let's go to the Dalbol Apothecary.
Are you here to see the chief? Yep, he's not here at the moment. Let me check his schedule. Yep. Looks like it's the chief's monthly stroll. Unlucky timing for you. I'll let you know when he returns.
Huh? Out? Out where at a time like this? Do you know where he went?
Not sure, really. Nobody in the village knows where he goes. Maybe Taku might know something? The chief always buys blue mist flowers from him before leaving. Then he sniffles and wipes his tears all night after he gets back. Maybe he's in love with someone.
Yes, indeed, traveler. The chief bought some blue mist flowers from me earlier today. Do I know where he went? Don't know the details, but he's headed to Honglim as far as I know. He never skips his monthly trip no matter what. Remember the time when Sanggun brought his Changi all the way to the village? Even then, he left the village to visit Honglim. The villagers were livid, but he didn't seem to care. This ocean scent always lingers on him when he returns. Maybe you can find him if you walk along the coast of Honglim.
But why blue mist flowers every time? Is there some sort of meaning behind them?
Yes, the flowers symbolize everlasting love.
Mi-hyun. Oh, Mi-hyun. It was all my fault. I'm sorry.
What was that just now? Mi-hyun? Is this supposed to be Mi-hyun's grave?
What? How do you know of Mi-hyun? Only I know that name. What? You can't be serious. Mi-hyun's dead. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I loaded her fox seal into a wagon with my own hands.
Did your father bring you that tale? That wasn't Mi-hyun's tale, it was her sister's. So you were grieving over Mi-hyun's death. We promise we'll bring you to her if you come clean about everything you know.
Oh, Mi-hyun. My dear GUMIHO. We've known each other since we were children. I didn't mean to break my promise, I swear. I honestly thought she was dead. She never even told me she had a sister. I grew up as a poor herbalist, and my parents were never around. One day while hiking up Yohu Pass, an accident almost took my life. That's when I met her. She saved me and became my friend. Thanks to her, I could gather herbs with ease and sustain myself with the money I made from them. At some point, I learned she wasn't human. But that didn't matter one bit. Nothing would change the fact that we were friends. And one day, a plague broke out in the village. And I had to ask Mi-hyun for help. No! He left when I was young. There was no way I would have known whether he was alive. let alone what he was doing if he was. After the outbreak, I was elected as chief. The news reached that man I'd presumed dead who tracked me down and nearly beat me to death for my secrets. Then, I was arrested and tortured by the Hyungan. And Yo Pass, it was completely devastated. I'd hoped Mi-hyun would survive the disaster with her powers, but I never heard from her again. If your words are true, why did she not come looking for me?
You gave her Fox Orb to your father, the Fox Hunter. Mi-hyun told us he saw you handing it over.
How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Even when I was tortured to the brink of death, I never gave up Mi-hyun's Fox Orb. Why would I ever pass it on to that poor joke of a father? That Fox Orb was merely a copy I conjured with the power of the original.
Is that true? Then where's the Fox Orb right now?
It's right here, beneath Mi-hyun's grave. I couldn't find her corpse, so I chose to bury her Fox Orb instead.
Good heavens! Take it out right away! We need to stop Mi-hyun from completing the Plague God's ritual, or a terrible plague will spread through Dalbul. She believes she's lost everything. Her Fox Orb, her sister, and even her trusted friend. The fate of Dalbul is in your hands. Do you understand? I'm not taking no for an answer.
I understand. I'll bring it to Yo Cave as quickly as I can.
So that's what happened to the Fox Orb. Such a tragic story. Yet I am relieved at the fact we now know where the Fox Orb is.
So the chief's running here with a Fox Orb. But how on earth can we lure that frenzied fox back to her cave?
Mi-hyun seemed to have gathered strength from the Fox Goddess's wellspring to sustain her power without the Fox Orb. Let us pour snake venom into the spring. She will surely come to protect it. We are running out of time. Although the chief hasn't arrived, we must act now and call Mi-hyun to this place. I've already prepared the snake venom, and I'll pour it right away. We just need to buy some time until the chief arrives.
Let's strike a deal. As friends. You return my fox orb to me, and I'll consider dropping my whole revenge plot.
So, what's it going to be?
Well, I need some time to think. Don't rush me.
Then, what about the part where I said, well, you know, can we be more than friends?
No. I'm way older than you, kiddo. And you should know that you're not my type. I wouldn't date you in a million years.
Not your type? I knew it. You like pretty boys. But we can still be friends, right?
Oh, stop crying, you big baby. Ew, you're getting your beard wet. Ugh, I'm so hungry after that fight.
You're hungry? Want to have a meal at Auntie Aryang's place? Just like old times. I know you want to. I'll go ahead and order all your favorites. Liver, yuke, anything else? Let's have a drink too. I promise I won't get drunk tonight.
You're lucky I'm feeling extra generous tonight.
Looks like a happy ending to me, traveler. Why don't we let those two enjoy some time to themselves now? Meet you back at Dodgeball.
In that Swiss.